Confirming correct weight there at Eagle Farm, placings 2, 7, 4 and 10. Gavin Duffy a winning double, and Bevan Lammings trained a winner at Eagle Farm and the winner of Piermont over the jumps at Moonee Valley. Moving in at the Valley, this is the CS Hayes Stakes.
Step Ahead, after receiving the attention of the farrier, has moved up now into the stalls, and the favourite Yell goes in. Won't he appreciate Bel Esprit missing from this lineup? The grey is Super Groove. He ran some phenomenal sectionals in his win, which was achieved in terrific style. And the time that he was able to run in that race was extraordinary and put him in the top draw. Well, he's to be tested very early. Running times in lesser opposition is one thing. To do it in this sort of company is another. Here's Before Too Long now coming in. A race that hasn't been won by all that many fillies to my recollection. Here's Natural Blitz about to come up now. Has blinkers on for the first time. So the favourite is Yell. The second pick is Super Groove. The third favourite is Before Too Long. And they dominate the market completely. Now, I don't know if all is well here with Natural Blitz. Just looks to be undergoing the vet's eye here. It's been a late rally for Super Groove, but Yell still the clear favourite. Shows 2.10 on Super Tab, a touch better on track. Super Groove at $4.10 is a little shorter on course. Before Too Long, bookies betting slightly better odds. This might well be coming out, I fear. This horse, but we'll wait for that official. Natural Blitz has certainly no inclination to move him into the line. The sub is 1 Yell, as you'd expect if he does happen to come out. And there's the siren sounding now, so he will be coming out. Just stand by for the official announcement, which will come through to Brian Martin next door. But you can put the pen through Natural Blitz. And I reckon we'll be getting a start very quickly after this announcement, because the starter's on the platform. 2:44 Vets Advice. 2:44 Vets Advice. Natural Blitz is out, and they're away. And caught them well with Before Too Long, jumping fast and also getting away pretty quickly. Yell, he has to drive through to retain the inside. Class Success is up there, and Super Groove the grey easing back to fourth, and then Step Ahead, Chow Pie, Moonee Lane, and they're followed then by Koozie, who's second last, and last of all is Tycoon Ruler. Before Too Long ran the back straight very fast and leads by 3. Second placing at the moment on the outside is Class Success, and Yell's on the rail, and they're followed by Super Groove, who has to do it hard wide out. A length and a half Step Ahead, getting a good trail into the race. Chow Pie is next, and they're followed by Koozie, Moonee Lane, and Tycoon Ruler. Before Too Long by 3 lengths to Yell, getting up into second now. Class Success on his outside. They're followed by Super Groove, around Chow Pie, Step Ahead, and then came Koozie. Before Too Long, the leader coming around the turn. Yell's about to claim him. Class Success is third, and they're followed then by Step Ahead and Koozie. Yell up level with Before Too Long and took the lead soon after, and it's Yell taking the lead now from Before Too Long. He's opening right up. It's going to be a well-deserved win. Koozie's next from Tycoon Ruler, but it's Yell winning it easily. Yell first, Tycoon Ruler flashing home, grabbed second, I'd say, from Before Too Long and Koozie. Then came Step Ahead, followed by Class Success. Next to finish was Chow Pie, Moonee Lane, and Super Groove was last after a devilishly hard run. Yell had the soft trail right behind them, had the cover, and produced a wonderful win. He has been a very, very consistent horse. He's only racked up the 2 wins, but he has tackled the best of company. His last 3 starts being beaten by Lovely Jubbly and on 2 occasions by Bel Esprit. And he did beat Before Too Long home last start as well. And a little pat between the ears by Darren Gauci. Well done, boy. You deserve that. Well, the run of the second horse, Tycoon Ruler, has been a cracking good performance because he's come from last of all today. Little suspect at 1200, but he's got to the line powerfully. And third, Before Too Long, she went very, very hard down the back into a very stiff wind, and you wouldn't possibly expect her to be able to keep going. She's run 110.9. Which is, I think, about a second faster than they ran in that second race today. 1, 3 and 9. It's Yell, Darren Gauci, John Hawkes taking out the CS Hayes.
Number 4 is finished in 4th position. And the first 4 to $723.90. And for quaddie players, of course, the top weight goes into your quaddie winners. Now the son of Anna.
Before too long, bounced away quickly. Super Groove away okay. Going forward now with Yell and also Class Success. But before too long from the outside is Flying in the lead. Crosses over and leads a length and a half to Yell and Class Success. And Super Groove has gone back, running fourth, followed by Step Ahead Chow Pie. 2 Manee Lane from Koozie and 2 last of all Tycoon Ruler. Just coming back a bit for the rider now before too long, about 2.5 to 3 in front. And is bowling clearly in front here from Yell inside Class Success. And Super Groove the Grey is up 3 deep. A length further back in the race, Chow Pie on the inside, Step Ahead. 2.5 Koozie, followed by Manee Lane. And 2 Tycoon Ruler last of all, 400 out. And before too long has been Flying in front. A length and a half to Yell. Gouchy putting the pressure on the favourite Yell. It's chasing keenly from Class Success. 2 to Super Groove under pressure from Chow Pie, Step Ahead and Koozie. But Yell goes up to before too long turning. 2 lengths Class Success followed by Koozie. Yell takes the lead with 150 to go. He lets it down. It draws away from before too long. Then Koozie, Class Success, Tycoon Ruler. But Yell is racing away. It's all over. And Yell wins the Colin Hayes and wins it well. About 3 lengths. Tycoon Ruler second, third. Before too long, I'd say a nose to Koozie. A gap Step Ahead and further back in the race, Class Success. Then Chow Pie and Manee Lane and Super Groove. The Grey is back near the tail.
Oh, 1 Yell, the favourite for Darren Gouchy, taking out the CSAs at 2 even 120, defeating 3 Tycoon Ruler at $5. There for the minors, we've got 9 before too long at 150, and also prominent 4 Koozie at $2.90.
And they're only approximate dividends.
Tycoon Ruler and number 9 is third. Before too long, he's set up a good speed out in front in 110.9, so they've broken the 111.
Off at the coast.
Today, and near the inside, Pay the Poet, the first one to go from Splendido, and Swift King is hustling down the outside. Bonza King into the fray as well. French
Statesmanship is well tried. The Dana Singer gelding that Gay Waterhouse sends around. Of the others, Thorns is right in the market. The Brief Truce 5-year-old, which was a Randwick winner 2 runs back, has won twice at this circuit. Time Deposit, number 7. Gay Waterhouse trained son of Secret Savings for the Guree team. And first up, ran 5th at Rose Hill behind Brantwood Manor. It's second up here and started favourite first up. Came from a fairway back. Jim Cassidy has the ride today. And on page number 2, Statesmanship's right in the market. Let's hear what Ron Dufficy has to say.
Race 5 here, the numbers 10, 3, 8, 5. I've got to go with this lightly raced horse on the improved Statesmanship from the Waterhouse stable. He's put 3 solid wins together now. Hasn't beat the horses of this calibre, but by gee, looks well in the yard. He could be a real improver, this horse. The other one I like, number 3, Mon Mickey. Just could be a run short. She's sweating up again today. Still looks above herself, the Oaks winner. But she has come back in fine fettle. Wouldn't surprise to see her win. Best of the rest, number 8, Darm Lucky. Prepared to give this Queenslander another chance. Stood out in the yard. Can't fault Bedouin, who's racing in the best form of his career. Numbers here, 10, 3, 8 and 5.
And later on this afternoon, we'll have all of the racing through from the west, from Belmont, where the weather is fine, track is fast, but a very windy conditions from race 6 onwards, our coverage this afternoon. Correct weight, Moonee Valley, Yell proving too strong in the slick time of 110.90. Eagle Farm, let's check ratings for you. Negate is on top, ahead of Mighty Spy, Empyrean and Qualo, and it shows up at $1.30. So Bella Spree from Mystegic, a whopping ratings gap. Mastic and Barcada share third spot, 10 from 1, then 3 and 4. 10 a special. In the market, Mystegic, no surprises to see this New South Wales galloper shorter on the New South Wales tote. We go down to Spinning Hill, first up from a spell. And Spinning Hill's first up form reads 5 starts for 3 wins. This was the winner of the Group 1 Lightning at Flemington. First go at Moonee Valley today. Fair Embrace has won at this circuit, ran a great race, its most recent start. It looks worthwhile consideration. And Bella Spree, Scott Seamer with the ride, looking to continue on his Group 1 winning way. Rose Hill Gardens, the Tuesday's Slave Millinery handicap is next on Sky. It's due in around 3 minutes. Deposit. Third elect is the John Hawkes trained Thorns, and then we go to the Queensland Oaks winner Mon Mickey. Correct weight has gone through at Morfordville. As we head to Rosehill Gardens, the Gay trained runners share top 2 spots in betting.
Statesmanship, the favourite here, and well tried in the ring. And Time Deposit, who had good support mid-stages of betting, just eased out a little now. So Statesmanship best backed on track from Time Deposit on the tote in New South Wales, number 10 at 4.10, number 7 at 5.20. Now, 3 to come up to light. Actually, two Leviathan stables in the Waterhouse and Hawkes establishments have 5 of the 12 runners here. Johnny Hawkes has the 3 and Gay the 2. 2 to come up. Only the 2 to move in here, so the Waterhouse stable with a strong hand, Statesmanship and Time Deposit. Statesmanship best back, Micah's Pride won the previous. The Research, number 7, beat 1 Ancient Song and 13 Rare Insight. Charlie Bubb took the 3rd. Harp of Tara the 2nd. Veloci won the 1st. Statesmanship looking for his 4th win on the trot. He's had 3 wins, a 2nd and 2/3 from 6 starts. And gradually he's been coaxed in. Time Deposit, 2nd run from a long break. His 1st up run was good. Statesmanship is in, and they're off. And immediately Thorns getting back a little, and the same can be said for Time Deposit. And who is going to lead? It's Royal Circle narrowly now, about a half length on Darm Lucky. Bedouin wide 3rd. The favourite goes through to 4th, Statesmanship, followed by Monmeeke, caught out a bit wide and tending to over race. Then Flaherty into bank, very deep, Viva La Vie, followed by Thorns. A couple to Factional, and then Time Deposit shading Factional now. And Expect a Star whips them in down to the first corner at the 1,000. And Royal Circle leads Darm Lucky, and Monmeeke, who'd been pulling, is going very quickly. Little Hammersley wisely deciding, well, I can't let her pull her head off, so I'm going to let her stride. And she races to the lead now from Royal Circle and Darm Lucky. 2 Bedouin around Statesmanship, and then Viva La Vie, followed by Interbank. A break then to Thorns, Time Deposit, followed by Flaherty and Factional. An Absolute Expect a Star working their way down to the corner. And here it's Monmeeke narrowly from Royal Circle. Darm Lucky 3rd, Statesmanship 4th, then Bedouin. Interbank, Viva La Vie, Thorns, Time Deposit, and the others are headed there by Factional. Setting sail for the judge, Royal Circle and Monmeeke. Statesmanship, Munsers trying to get out on the hot pot, and then Bedouin, and a couple of lengths to Thorns. It's Statesmanship with a mile of room to come through if he's good enough, but that gap might close again, and here's Bedouin. Bedouin after Monmeeke. It's Bedouin drawing level with Monmeeke. Bedouin does the better, and Bedouin has got up to beat Monmeeke. Statesmanship 3rd, Royal Circle 4th, and Time Deposit, followed by Thorns and Interbank. A break then to Flaherty. Darm Lucky dropped out, so did Factional, Viva La Vie, and Expect a Star finished last.
5, 3, 10 Bedouin from the John O'Shea yard collecting the cash. Hugh Bowman in the saddle. Monmeeke, the Queensland Oaks winner, after pulling earlier, went to the front and proved too strong in the run to the line in 3rd behind Monmeeke. And the eventual winner, Bedouin, was Statesmanship, Chris Muntz, which did get a little tightened for him. So 5, 3, 10, the Quinella, $26.50, trifecta, $155. 4 in 4th position, first 4, $2,099.20. Ian Craig there at Rosehill Gardens. Standing by at Eagle Farm, they're heading onto the track. Let's not negate his good thoughts. Larry Olsen, what do you like?
You're going for negate, have you?
Chance, Alf. I think, the top 2 are going to be hard to beat, Mystique and Bel Esprit, but we've got a good association. I've had 3 rides for 2 wins on him, so hopefully we can keep that going today.
Fair Embrace cannot worry the better favoured horses.
I think if the favourite obviously doesn't produce his best, Alf, I think she's a winnable chance. She loves the valley and she's run super first up with a huge weight and a decent task. They give her a decent task on the day, so today she's right up to it in her ears if obviously the favourite doesn't produce his best.
Stephen, 1 run back from a spell, Barkada, can it be competitive?
I think so. Well, there's a lot of speed in this race, and he's drawn well, so I would expect if they do come back to him, he will be getting home strong.
Under the weight for age scale, she drops 2 kilos on her last run. Can she mix it with the big boys?
Yeah, I think she can, Alf. She's a very, very classy mare, as you know. She grows another leg around Moonee Valley, and like Mystique, it's probably going to be the hardest to beat with Bel Esprit, but if they go quick enough and she can slot in behind them and have a cushy run, she'll be very hard to beat.
Lee, he's in outstanding form. Are you going to try something different to beat the favourite?
Look, you know, I'd love to be able to tell you, Alf, but I can't. Damien's sworn me to secrecy all week, so we'll just see how it pans out.
And the excitement is beginning to rise at Moonee Valley. Lee Curtis there, the trainer of Mystagic. His runner is now in the mounting yard. The son of Strategic and the winner of the Galaxy, the Ian McEwen, first up, placed in a Newmarket and an Oakley plate. Shows up at $12 and $2.20. Second up, has yet to win in his career, has run three placings from 4 goes, second up from a spell. 2 is Dash for Cash, looking to regain the lustre of his autumn, which included a Futurity and an Australian Guineas. But there is Mastic, number 3, the 7-year-old Marvel, former Group 1 winner of the Goodwood, has won 5 times this circuit, 9 times this distance, 11 career wins and 20 career placings. Has been racing in great form of late. Number 4, Bar Carter, the son of Spectrum, out of the Masqué mare Biscotti. Lee Friedman for the Goree team. Correct weight is there at Rose Hill, and 3 minutes until Eagle Farm. He's at $30, and Bar Carter, second up, is a winner and won the CF4 back in the autumn. 5 is Point Danger, the chestnut behind Bar Carter, by clear choice, a 7-year-old who won the Wangoom at Warrnambool back in May. Yet to win in 4 goes at this circuit, has placed on 1 occasion. 6 is Spinning Hill, the daughter of Dolphin Street, who won the Group 1 Lightning first up from a spell back in February this year, was placed in the TJ Smith and the Sapphires, having its first run back this preparation. Patrick Payne with the ride. 7 is Fair Embrace, like Mystagic. She's by Strategic. She ran a great 4th under 61 kilos first up from a spell. The 8 is right behind her, Shea Spice. Leon McDonald trained, has won 6 from 9 at this circuit, placed in the McEwen behind Mystagic, less than half a length away. She's number 8. Number 9 is the Big Chill, the O'Reilly mare. Russell Cameron puts the polish on, 2 minutes until Eagle Farm, and its second up record, 2 starts for 1 win. Number 10 is the son of Royal Academy, and we're awaiting Bella Spree to arrive, and here he is. The son of the former Breeders' Cup Mile winner and last start winner of the McNeil, a winner of 7 from 8. Only defeat was in the Golden Slipper when, in a luckless run, was checked and finished a length and a half from them. So Scott Seamer has the ride, his first. He's looking to return to the Group 1 winner's circle. Ladies and gents, this is the first Group 1 of a new racing season. There's Dash for Cash, a winner in the autumn of the Futurity and the Australian Guineas. The son of Secret Savings is prepared by Rick Lacey and was placed in the Memsey behind Magical Miss after leading as they turned for home. And there is Fair Embrace. Ran a great race first up. Second up, her record, she includes a former win. She's a very smart mare who dropped 6 kilos, albeit up vastly in quality. That's our look at the runners. The Sports Colour team taking us through for the Group 1 Manikato. Eagle Farm, race number 5. As they move in well, we have correct weight, as mentioned, at Rosehill Gardens to the farm for the 5th.
And we're just about ready now for the...
Over the odds as a place chance.
Yes, Brendan, but then again, you can probably make that case for most of these in terms of the place only. But yes, and looks very well. It's travelled to Melbourne in great shape. It'll run a race. I just wasn't sure how much speed would be on here. And look, this is a race where it's hard to work out. Now, albeit being Bella Spree, if they don't take it up to it, nothing's going to beat it. It'll lead, cruise, and be too good for them. Someone, whether it's Mystagic, whether it's Spinning Hill, more likely to be Fair Embrace. If one of them chooses to put pressure on and take it up to him, it could bring about his defeat. But if they don't, well, then he'll beat these horses clearly, in my opinion. I've got him on top clearly. He looks absolutely outstanding. Number 1, Mystagic, well, we've spoken to Lee Curtis. He said that Damien Oliver's going to try something to upset it. Whether he can achieve that or not, I don't know, but we haven't been informed of what they're going to do. Number 9, the Big Chill. Interesting runner. If there's speed on, it'll get back, make one run around them. And it does look better today than what I have ever seen her in Melbourne. So I think that's quite important. Looks really nice, the Big Chill. And number 6, Spinning Hill, again, has travelled down to Melbourne very well after performing nicely first up. It should get the nice run in transit, in my opinion, and looks great. Terrific race. However, 10, Bella Spree on top. Too good for these if things go right. 1, Mystagic, 9, the Big Chill, and 6, Spinning Hill. and Andrew Bensley speaks with a special guest.
Yes, John Simon's joining us, the trainer of Bella Spree. Well, the horse looked pretty relaxed, and I reckon you look pretty relaxed about it too, going into a Group 1.
Well, we feel like we've got him at the top of his game, so yeah, I'm pretty relaxed. I couldn't be happy with the way the horse has gone in, so that's all I can do.
Scott Seymour, I know, come up to Macedon Lodge on Tuesday, got aboard, I think went up 600 metres up the hill. He was pretty happy with things?
Yeah, look, he worked fantastic for Scotty on Tuesday morning. We had his blood done, everything's spot on with the horse, so, if he gets beat, he gets beat.
He ran tremendous times at Caulfield last start. How much improvements he made on that?
Yeah, I think he has improved. I think look, they ran 110.9 in that last race, and I think they'll go very close to a course record in this.
You openly came out yesterday and said if they're going to beat Bella Spree, they're going to have to run a course record.
Well, these horses are probably capable of doing that as well. I didn't mean that as, that I was that overconfident that we would run a course record. What I was saying is that just the class of this field is that they're quite capable of doing that, and the way that they ran in that last race, I think I was justified in saying that.
No doubt. Times are good. Good luck, John.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. John Simon's joining us, trainer of Bella Spree. It's all the rage. There has been specking for Mystique on track after easing out, and Spinning Hill's had a little bit of support. Bit of a push for the New South Wales horse. The pace is going to be on, and some people expect her to be running on very strongly at the end, Brendan.
Andrew, 6 former Group 1 winners line up for the starter in 3 minutes from now. The first Group 1 of the season. Who will take the cash? We'll find out in a few moments' time. Shit. Counting down to start time for the Group 1 Manicato Stakes, a race with overall prize money of $357,000. This race was formerly run in August. They moved the McEwen, or swap dates with the McEwen, so they had 1,000 metres up to 1,200, a logical step up, and they have paid handsome dividends with a crackerjack field for this event, which is now the first Group 1 of the racing season. Eagle Farm correct weight dividends are there, and the margins 5 lengths by 1 3/4, 109.3. Gee, that was a smart win. Empyrean. Start time's about 90 seconds off. If you're betting ahead, Morfettville will follow, looking for tote moves. There hasn't been too many. Fair Embrace, no surprise to see it firming in 29s into 23s. Mystique and Spinning Hill are the two good firmers. Bella Spree goes forward. First Group 1 of the season. Let's head to the track.
Yes, he's often played up at the barrier stalls, and that's why he was the first to go in, Brendan, and he trotted straight into the line without any problem at all, Bella Spree. So the odds-on favourites locked away, and there's Mastic going up now for the big Group 1, $350,000. Barcada and Dash for Cash. Darren Gouch on board, won this on Rancho Ruler back in 1988. Damien Oliver's got a good record in it. He's been twice a winner. Dane Ripper back in 98, the most recent of them. Here's Spinning Hill now coming in. Point Danger about to get set. The Big Chill to come along. Just 2 to move in. The tactics are certainly going to be intriguing in the race, and they don't want to go too hard and set it up for something to run from behind, because there's a fierce headwind down the back. But if Bella Spree gets a soft lead, they won't beat him. I'm sure there'll be pressure to be applied to the lightly weighted 3-year-old. An intriguing Group 1, the first of the season, about to get underway. They're set to go for the Manicato. Ready now, all clear. An attendant getting him with a horse drawn middle. May have been Point Danger. Oh, there's a horse tried to burrow through. What is that horse out there? It's got stuck in the gates, drawn towards the outside. Now, I'm not sure. It might be Fair Embrace. It is Fair Embrace. Well, she certainly won't be running. And a very upset Brett Preble is out the back of the stalls now, and he's sitting down, most dejected. And you couldn't imagine she'd got no chance of starting in the race after almost burrowing through the front of the stalls there. What a great disappointment that a preparation can hiccup like that right at the beginning of a big race, a Group 1. And she'll certainly be coming out Obviously, Bellispree will be the substitute. I'm sure Brett's okay. I think he's sitting down behind the stalls there, but I think it's more just out of being dejected from what has just happened. Yeah, he's walking away. He's all right, but obviously you don't like to lose rides in big races. Well, he may have got a little jammed up in the stalls there, but he looks pretty free in his action. And this is coming out now, just awaiting the scratching time for Fair Embrace. Number 7 withdrawn. Here it comes. 3:21 Vet's Advice. So Fair Embrace out, 3:21 Vet's Advice. And now the starter again addresses the lineup. Set for the Manicato, they're away. Dash for Cash a little slow. The Big Chill out the back early, and Mystegic bounded out in the early stages. Bellispree and going forward too is Barcata. But it's Bellispree. He's doing some work, the 3-year-old. He's wide and he's going to the lead over Barcata. Mystegic sat back third. Shea Spice fourth. Spinning Hill not far away. About 2 lengths further back is Point Danger, and then Mastic followed by Dash for Cash, and 3 the Big Chill. Up the side, Bellispree away from the rail and neck to Barcata. Mystegic with the camp on them's in a beautiful position over on the inside. Shea Spice is around him. 2 to Spinning Hill and then Point Danger. Second low, third last is Mastic from Dash for Cash, and the Big Chill tacks on. Bellispree strode a length clear before the home turn. Barcata looked beaten. Here's Mystegic called on for his run, but Bellispree has bolted away from them coming around the home turn. Seamer hasn't pressed the accelerator, and he's 3 in front of Mystegic. Spinning Hill is running on. Now he goes for the big horse and into the straight. It's Bellispree by 3 lengths. He's pulled the whip. Here comes Spinning Hill. Bellispree in front. There's not much there. Spinning Hill is flying after him. Spinning Hill race to the lead. Spinning Hill has won it from Bellispree. Mystegic third, and then came Dash for Cash and Mastic, the Big Chill, Shea Spice, Barcata, and last to finish is Point Danger. Just outside the course record. Brilliant finishing run from Spinning Hill. He was always vulnerable because he'd done what nothing had been able to do today, sitting in the front and away from the rail. And he scooted 3 in front round the home turn, but with 100 to go, he was in some trouble. And Spinning Hill, a wonderful first up mare who'd been produced in the absolute pink of condition for this first up run, and she's repeated what she did in the autumn, winning fresh up. She won the Lightning, of course, in great style, beating Mystegic on that occasion, and she has unwound a wonderful finish to reel in one of the best 3-year-olds we've seen for a long time.
She's done what she did up the straight at Flemington earlier this year. Spinning Hill after winning the Lightning. Let's go to Andrew Bensley.
We're here with Guy Walter up in the grandstand. Congratulations.
Thanks very much, Andrew. She proved again what a great mare she is. Yeah. It's a fantastic ride. He's had to waste hard to ride her, Patrick, and it's a tremendous thrill.
You came down here on Tuesday. She worked at Ballarat. You were pretty happy with that gallop, but on the home turn when Bellispree got a kick and got the break, what do you honestly think? I was a bit worried, but I knew she can finish strongly, and she's got a great will to win, and she's a lovely mare. The record's 110. I think it's 3. You've run 110.5. It didn't look like the pace was on solid, but it was good enough for you to be able to run on.
Yes, my word, and she's such a determined mare. She's got a terrific finish. And
what are you going to do next now? What's next?
Well, we'll probably take her back home for a month, I think, and then come back to Melbourne for weight for age sprints later on.